Pretty good week, Mickey, with a lot of good positive earnings, but I'm curious if you saw that the week met your expectations.
It was a good week, David, but it actually could have been a better week. It was Tuesday, as I recall, where the market was up 260 points and then closed negative because of the threat of the government shutdown. And Thursday was down another 100 points because of the same threat. So if we took those days out, we would have had just an amazing week because of the strong earnings, Apple bringing the cash back, from foreign countries. So it would have been an even better week.
Yeah, it's an interesting perspective. Now, for those folks who are watching this probably on Monday, we record these on Friday, so you and I don't know right now how the government shutdown will go, whether it actually will occur or whether Congress will stave it off at the last minute. But walk us through a couple of scenarios. What will the market do if, let's say, the government does in fact shut down?
Well, if it does shut down, we'll have the market sell off a little bit, but let's face it, this market is just running crazy right now. There's so much money flowing into the market. There was some articles on CNBC the other day about how people are almost at that point where they're afraid they're missing out, which historically has been a sign of getting close to a top. When all the general public is afraid of missing out. I saw one article saying that, the market doesn't even care if the government shuts down because we know it won't be for long. If they do shut down, it'll sell off, and I'm sure it won't last long because people will go crazy if the government shuts down, especially if Congress is getting paid and everyone else isn't.
Yeah, good point on that one. I guess the one question to then ask, or one advice you'd give to investors who are thinking if in fact the government does shut down or there's still talk of another shutdown, even a month later, investors may be more inclined to pull back, stop, put their money in their mattress. What would you say to them?
Again, these are little blips that we know always get taken care of. It's not like we're going to shut this government down, lock it up, bolt it, and go home. So, we may have some days of volatility, but then once they turn on the lights and get everyone back in, it goes right back up. So the market has shown this incredible resiliency that you can't let these little events like the government shutdown, which is a big event, but it's little in the sense of we know it's going to get fixed at some point. So it's not a turning point in the market if the government does get shut down for a couple days.
Mickey, I'm reminded about a month ago we were talking about Bitcoin and its meteoric rise, and that seems to have come to an end. What happened?
Well, there's been a lot of talk with South Korea shutting down their currency exchanges, and you start getting all these traders in and people taking profits. And we saw that one big crash last week where Bitcoin itself dropped to, I think, 9,700 before, closing back above 10,000, I think above 11,000. I don't think this is the end of volatility. Again, we're talking about an asset class that is limited and very speculative. So, Bitcoin was led by Ethereum, which really got hammered. I think it dropped 30% as well. So, that's the nature of the beast. And that's why we talk about these small investors jumping in. These people jumped in at 16, 17,000 and they don't know where to get out. And I'm sure a lot of them got out once it broke below $10,000 because that was their pressure point. So this is the way it is, and it's a very hard commodity to trade, and it's probably we're going to see more volatility in this until we get some sort of structure, if ever we get structure out of Bitcoin.
Got it. Thanks. Okay, let's talk about what's coming up the next couple of weeks. We still got some more earnings reports coming out, right?
Yeah, we're just getting into earnings season, and we saw a lot of the financials continue to have great numbers. IBM had some good numbers. So it's just going to keep going, and that's really helping the market, push the market higher. We have Apple bringing their cash back. That is going to be great for shareholders. They're talking about possible dividend increases, buyback. And, this is one of the intended benefits of the new tax law is having these companies bring their cash back. So it'll be interesting going further if more companies do this as well. This is great for the stock market, and as we saw, for Apple, it was really good, and it could help push the market higher moving forward. So there is a lot of good news right now out there.
Well, I suppose there's also a lot of questions from investors, just wondering, the political landscape, earnings landscape, people coming in, signs of it might be a top, but not sure when. A lot of things that people should get advice to. And Mickey, you're always good about taking questions from clients and non-clients. Give us your contact information again so folks can get a hold of you.
Yeah, anyone, email me with questions about your portfolio, the market, where we see things going. Mickey, Mickey, at Envestim, ENVESTIM.com. Follow us on Facebook on our Envestim page or at Envestim1 on Twitter.
Thanks, Mickey. Be an interesting broadcast next week when we get down and talk about the week that was. I'll look forward to it. Thanks again.
Thanks, David.